Hey everyone, it's Patty. I'm so excited to be sharing with you today's video. It's kind of like a farmhouse style basics or decor must-haves when you're preparing to decorate for each season. As everyone is gearing up to decorate for fall, I thought it would be helpful to share with you some of my favorite essential pieces when you're going to be decorating for farmhouse style. So I hope you find this video helpful and that you enjoy seeing some of my favorites. Hey everyone, it's Patty. I am so excited to be sharing with you today's video. It is a kind of farmhouse basics, farmhouse favorite items, my go-tos for each season. And I kind of try to break this up for you guys into 5 categories. And then on a couple of them, I cheated a little bit and made some subcategories to kind of give you an idea of how I style things through the season. So this is a good way if you do not have a ton to spend on decor. A good way, like I would say the first thing to invest in is your basics, and then for each season you can kind of build on that. And I also find that it pulls a look together and makes it less overwhelming. So let me go ahead and share with you what my must-haves are for each season. So one of the first categories, and probably my favorite category, is greenery. There is so much greenery. I can pretty much go on and on about greenery for so long, but I'm going to try to keep it brief. I try to pick my favorite things that I use time and time again. My number one, like probably if I could only have one thing, my number one favorite thing to decorate with for every single season that I decorate with is eucalyptus. I love using eucalyptus. I love the look of it. I feel like it adds like a really natural element, and you can use it in so many different ways. So one of those being is a garland. This garland is $9.99 from Amazon. It's very realistic looking. It's such a great price. It's a really good length. And this is a really simple way you can add decor to your house. For fall time, you can add some pumpkins in here or some really inexpensive sprigs and just kind of make it fun for the season. But you can use it year round. For Christmas, you can add pine cones that you find outside. There's just so many different things you can do with a eucalyptus garland. So that is definitely like one of my favorite things, and such an affordable, basic thing you can add to your decor that will really brighten up a space. The next thing is a wreath. This one is from the Hearth & Hand line. I got it when it first came out, but I'm pretty sure they have similar ones still. And I love this one just because it is, again, very basic, very neutral. But if you want to add more, you can change it for each season. So again, you can add pumpkins for fall. Fall's coming up. If you're trying to invest into some basic pieces, this is a great one. For spring, you can add some brighter colored flowers, and that'll really brighten up. So you could probably change each wreath. Wreaths can be very expensive, so you could probably change each wreath for each season for probably less than $10. And you can make a really nice, elegant looking wreath that has that farmhouse style on a budget. The next thing in the greenery category, actually, I have one more wreath I did want to show you. I love also decorating with mini wreaths. So I love the big wreaths. I love putting them everywhere. They're on my front door, on window panes, on my garage door. I just love how it brightens up a space, but I also really like mini wreaths. So mini wreaths you can use into your trays to kind of add a green element. You can put it on like a scale or a cake stand or something to add height. You can put it on a candlestick. It just adds like an extra texture and element to decor. These I purchased off of Magnolia Market, but they were super affordable, a very reasonable price, and very high quality. This is something I would recommend getting it on the higher quality side, just because if it's not high quality, then it'll start to fall apart, which is something you don't want with your basic items. If it's a seasonal item, it's not as big of a deal, but with your basics, you want it to be higher quality. I know IKEA has great greenery. I know not everyone has an IKEA by them, but they definitely have excellent greenery on a budget. the next thing is, like I said, eucalyptus. So basic eucalyptus. This I buy like in big bundles, and then I just break it up, and I'll use little stems here, little stems there, just to add some natural elements to a space. I would love to decorate with fresh greenery from Trader Joe's all the time, but I cannot keep up with that. That would get, for me, pretty expensive, but by all means, if you want to do that, that is awesome and wonderful and beautiful. But I just use the fake kind. My two favorite places to buy greenery are Michael's and Hobby Lobby. They have really great selection, and they both usually go on sale pretty often for 50% off. So make sure if you're going to invest in some eucalyptus, you get it when they are on sale, because again, it's a basic, so you'll probably use a lot of it, and you want to make sure you get it for a good price. The last thing in the first greenery category that I want to share with you guys is plants. I have really loved decorating with plants. I have not ventured into real plants. I have 4 kids, so all of my kids need to be potty trained before I start taking care of real plants. We do have 2 real fiddle leaves that my husband has graciously been taking care of, but besides that, that's the extent of our real plants. But maybe one day. And real plants are super affordable, but I am in the faux plant category. This is probably my favorite plant. This is from Hobby Lobby. They still have it. I just filmed a shop with me for fall, and they still have it in their like main section. But again, this is something you can totally change up for each season. So for Christmas time, you can put it in like a seasonally looking, like a tin with red ribbon. Or if you want it for spring, you can hang it in a macrame planter and kind of give it more of like a boho spring feel. So there's so many ways you can change the look of a plant to still make it fit for the season. So that's the first category, greenery, probably my favorite category. The next is tiered trays and actual general trays. So with that tray category, my first one is tiered trays. I love using tiered trays to organize items, to display items, and it just adds height in a space. So you wanna, when you're decorating, have different heights and different textures to create that warm and inviting farmhouse feel. So my absolute favorite tray is this one, and this I got from Hobby Lobby, and it's usually back here behind me in my coffee station, and I put my sugar here. Usually for Christmas time, I do like a hot cocoa theme. For fall time, I usually have some like things for hot apple cider. I'll put cinnamon over here, maybe some cinnamon sticks, things to make it fun, but still useful, because this is our coffee station and it is a functioning coffee station. So this one, I believe I got for less than $20. It was very affordable. I have also purchased several tier trays from the Target Dollar Spot. I have one in my homeschool space that organizes some homeschool materials. I have one in our bathroom that helps keep my makeup organized. I also have one in our kitchen to have produce, but I also decorate it. So it's a larger one, and it has all our produce, but it's also decorated for summer right now, and I will definitely be decorating it for the fall time. So that is a really great item to invest in. That's a basic that is functional, but you can also make it beautiful and farmhouse style. Now there are others that are really pretty. You can get them from Home Goods, and I know Amazon has them. They are a little bit pricier, but they're also probably larger. So if you're looking for a larger one, definitely check Home Goods and Amazon. But if you're just looking for something to add a little bit of a pop to your space, Hobby Lobby has them at a great price. I also saw a really pretty one in the fall collection of Michael's. They had a really great one as well. So tier trays are definitely a must for me. Next in that tray category are just basic trays. I really like using trays to corral decor. I feel like it makes a space look more put together. Some of my favorite trays that I have been using recently is this one. I've mentioned in a few of my decor videos that I'm trying to add a couple of boho touches to spaces, and I feel like this tray kind of gives that boho feel because it has like that rattan texture. So this one was from Home Goods and it was less than $20, very affordable, and they had it in different sizes, which I thought was really awesome as well. Home Goods is definitely a place to find really affordable, high quality trays. One of my favorites that I feel like will stand the test of time and I will have for a really long time is this one. This one is from Target, and I don't remember if it's the Threshold line or Opal House, but I love this one. I used it in my kitchen for a while, and now I'm currently using it in my living room, and it has my lamp and also corrals other decor. I feel like it makes my side table in my living room just look more put together and kind of completes the look. I also have one in my kitchen to where I can put like my cooking utensils and my salt and my measuring cups, and it kind of has a holding space, but it kind of gives it that farmhouse feel. So I definitely love trays. And then the last thing I really like in the tray category are cake stands. I love using cake stands to decorate with, as you see back here, I have this stand that's from the Hearth and Hand line, and I'm pretty sure that's like one of the basics that they carry all year, and they have it in different sizes. And then these I recently got from the dollar spot. I think it was during the springtime, and I got a few different sizes, and I love these because they add height when I have like a basic piece and I'm looking to add some height. This is a great way to do it, and it has kind of that like modern feel to it. Another one I got from the dollar spot are these little guys. These were only $1, and I got these, I think it was during the winter time, I don't quite remember. But this is a great way to kind of sneaky add height. So I put these a lot of times in my tiered trays. That way you're not really noticing that I'm adding height, but it still looks nice, and it's a way to change up your tiered tray and add dimension. And then another one that I really like is this one. This one is from Hobby Lobby, and I just like the design. I also have lots of white cake stands. I think white cake stands are absolutely beautiful and add like a really pretty fresh take to a space. Definitely the number one place I would recommend finding and looking for cake stands is the dollar spot. I feel like they're super affordable and super functional, and a lot of variety. Each season they have different cake stands, so definitely check there. Also Home Goods, and then the regular Target area would be my recommendations for cake stands. Next category is kind of vases, pitchers, and jugs. I kind of put those all in one category. So I want to show you some of my favorites. The first one is jugs. Definitely my number one place that I would recommend to get jugs is Hobby Lobby. I feel like they're very affordable. I really like having clear jugs and jars. I feel like they really add to a space, and I'll show you some examples of that. So the first one, I have a giant jug from Hobby Lobby that is one of my favorite pieces, and I love changing the stems in it for each season. And then I have this smaller one, and this was actually an old burgundy jar that I just took off the label, and I love putting wood beads and changing out the beads for each season. I feel like it's kind of different, and I love pairing it with the bigger one. So I have the bigger one with the stems, and then the smaller one that I like changing out the beads and adding different wooden elements to this. So I feel like that's a really fun pairing, and I really enjoyed that. I also like the smaller mini vases. These are awesome for tiered trays or on those cake stands or on those trays to add another element and a smaller one. So these clear ones are from the dollar spot. Hobby Lobby also has them, just probably not as inexpensive. This is another one of my favorites. This one was from Target a few years ago, but they have very similar ones year round because it is that basic piece that you can change. So for fall time, I can put like a little pumpkin, or I think what I did last year is I really liked using mustard, so I put some mustard picks in here, and it added like a really nice texture for fall and a really pretty accent in that. So I love the mini vases. It's definitely a good tier tray essential. So, because it's a really good way to fill in your tier tray. You can even leave it like for winter decor. I like leaving these just empty, and it doesn't make it kind of gives it like a fresh feel when you're kind of overwhelmed after Christmas time. And then I love using pitchers, especially white pitchers. Here are two already pre-done, like I already am using these for summer. This is one of my favorite pitchers just because it's long and skinny, so it fits in a lot of spaces. This is from Magnolia Market. And I have this one that I keep on my counter, and this one is from the Hearth and Hand line. But I just love, this one's more of a cream color. But I'm so excited to change this for each season. I love that it is a textured, so it's not like your basic white pitcher, which I have several of the basic white pitchers. If you've seen my coffee station videos, on the top, all I have is white pitchers and white cake stands, because to me, it is definitely a farmhouse style basic. So this is another example of a summer floral arrangement, but if I have eucalyptus in here, I could just take out some of it and add some fall for that coming up, and it would be a really affordable way. Just add a couple fall picks, and it would be a great way to change it for the season but not do too much. So again, like, you can have a white pitcher with eucalyptus filled, and then all you'll have to do is buy a few picks, so it's not as much investment into greenery if you don't want to buy too much. The fourth category is pillows. My favorite way to buy pillows is pillow covers. We are in Florida, so it is very, very hot, and I don't love keeping tons of my decor in the garage. I do have to keep a lot of it in the garage because I do change it out so often, but pillows is definitely not something I want to keep in the garage because of the humidity. The pillows will get stinky, and we don't have tons of closet space, so I'm limited on the amount of pillows that I can buy. So what I recommend is IKEA has the best pillow inserts. They are down pillow insert pillows, and they are super affordable. If not, I believe Amazon has some if you don't have an IKEA by you. And then what I just do is buy pillow covers. For each season, I buy pillow covers. I do have a couple of pillows that I'm just drawn to that I love, and I do buy a couple pillows. But my main pillows for my couch are pillow covers. Amazon is the way to go. Some of my favorites are, if you search like Farmhouse, boho pillow covers. I really have been finding some that I love. Woven Nook are some of my favorites, and sometimes they have really good sales. They're high quality pillow covers. One of their pillow covers I have right here, and this one I believe is one you can use year round. It's like a faux leather pillow cover. I love this pillow. It's one of my favorites, and I feel like it goes with any season, and you can just add, like for Christmas, a red accent pillow or a buffalo check pillow. For fall time, that rusty orange, if that's what you're going for, or like a neutral pumpkin pillow. You can do so much with these faux leather pillows, and it just adds such a nice, especially if you have a really neutral couch, it just adds such a nice pop. And it's a really pretty texture. It's not like your typical pillow cover. Another pillow cover that I recently found, other than like those boho style ones, are these, and I cannot take credit for finding these. Eclectic Kristen, I will leave her video, the one I found these pillow covers on, linked down below. She recently shared these, and I got 2 of these for $10. And this is just such a great staple piece. It's hard to tell, but it's like a beige color, but then it has stitching throughout, and it's like a grid. It's really beautiful and such a nice layering piece. So you can have these as your back layering pillows, and then add and layer on with other pillow covers for the season. So I definitely recommend checking out Amazon for pillow covers. They're super affordable. Usually you can get a pack of 4 pillow covers for $30 or less, where most of the times one pillow is about $20 on average. So you're definitely saving money there and saving space, because all it takes to store it is just folding this up. So I actually keep a bin of all my pillow covers under my couch, because my couch is a little bit higher up, and I just have a skinny bin of pillow covers, and it's amazing. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is candlesticks. I feel candlesticks is awesome. It's a great layering piece. So let me show you some of the candlesticks that I have been using pretty much year around. So the first ones are these black candlesticks. I bought these, I believe, at Christmas or fall time last year. So I have been using them for a full year without putting them away. They are just black candlesticks, and they actually come as a set of 3. So I did put one away, but I will be pulling it back out for fall time. So you can change the color of these candles, or I just love the white candle with the black. I just feel like it's a beautiful contrast. And if you have everything else as seasonal decor, this is a nice like additional piece that kind of pulls your whole look together. And these are I'm pretty sure are still currently available at Target in this black color or something very, very similar. If you cannot find them at Target, I know Hobby Lobby also brings them out around this time of year, and they're so beautiful. This was a very affordable set. It was 3 for about $25, which I feel like for something you use all year round is very affordable. The other set that I got is also from Hobby Lobby, and I've had for years, and again, it's something I don't really put away, are these wood pillow candles. I love these because you can put pumpkins on top, you can put little Christmas trees or pine cones, or you can put plants or succulents for springtime. And right now, I just have it layered with these faux birch candles. So it's something that you can use and change. This is your base, and you're just having to find something for the top. So it's again another basic that adds texture to your space, but that you can just change one simple part of it. So it makes decorating a little less overwhelming if you're just trying to change out a couple of things. So I hope you found this helpful. I know people are starting to plan for fall. I know especially this year people, because they're home a lot more, are ready to change things up. And these are just a few ways that you can change up things. If you have these basic items, you can change it up for each season. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions about where I got things, please let me know in the comments down below. And definitely make sure you are subscribed, because I have a bunch of fall content coming your way and a bunch of fall ideas. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it and like these farmhouse style ideas, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.